Good evening. Yes, evening. Can you believe it is 7 p.m. and I'm only talking to you now? I've had quite a day. It's not been a bad day. It's been quite a exhilarating day, I suppose, in a way. It was the college application deadline day, wasn't it? Well, it's tomorrow, the deadline. I'm never quite sure when people say the 15th of March is the deadline, do they mean, and this is what I'm presuming they mean, midnight, you know, get it in before midnight when it turns that day? Or do they mean you've got to get it in on that day sometime? Because I don't know, but I didn't want to risk it. I wanted to get it in today, which is the 14th, just in case. So there was no margin for error. It was more or less ready last night, to be honest. I was almost gonna just attach the files and send them off, and then I thought, why don't we just sleep on it and then have another last look in the morning before sending them off? And of course, we started tweaking, didn't we? And when I say we, I mean Isabel. Isabel decided she was going to make some changes, and they were improvements in my opinion. So we were sitting together side by side at the laptop, and she was like, I think I'm going to take that extra that out there, because she's quite often saying, I think that, you know, and then something moves. Quite often you don't need that extraneous that. So she took a few extraneous that's out. We spotted a few typos that we'd all missed the day before. And I tell you what, I read it after I sent it off and I found one more, but anyway, it's gone now. It was like on instead of or something like that. She was super fired up this morning to give it her very best shot. So I ended up spending quite a lot of time doing that with Izzy. It's a long document, 5,500 words nearly. Well, I think 5,300 and something she did at the end, because every question had a max word count. And so Izzy aimed for it really to get as much information in as she could within the constraints. And I was thinking, God, this is a bit long, isn't it? Afterwards, I was looking at how many words are there in an average, you know, GCSE coursework essay. And it was way less than 5,500. And I looked up the A-level one and it was still way less. So it was a lot. It was a lot of writing. And she says her college assignment ones, they're like 300 words per question, not 900 per question. And there's loads of them. It was more than 10 pages typed. So no wonder it took us so long. I'd submitted the video demo already. That's on our Facebook if you're interested in seeing that. So that was gone already. I also had to do this big health questionnaire. That was for me to do. And I had to put all her medication down, all her history of hospitalisations, and there was quite a few of those before she came out of school. Allergies. I mean, she's allergic to so many things that I can't remember what they all are. I have to literally get the folder out and start going through all the allergy tests that she's had done. And, you know, it's things like Timothy grass, annual mercury grass, cockroach, you know, along with the normal, you know, dust, cats, dogs, horse, mice, nuts, citrus, lemon, pineapple, walnut especially. There's so many of them. I can't remember them all. The 2 references were done and sent off earlier, so they were sent in advance of Izzy's final submission. So one was from a tutor at college and the other one was from somebody who's part of a community that's related to the subject she's intending to study. So that was done. We haven't seen them. They've gone straight off. So yeah, very grateful for that. That was taken care of. There was the part 1 of the application, which Izzy and I sort of both had to do really. It was just things like personal details, name and address. It was relatively straightforward, but we couldn't sign it. It was saying insert e-signature. And you couldn't, like you clicked on the box and it just jumped you to another part of the document, and I was getting really frustrated with it. And I thought, well, what if I've sabotaged the whole application because I couldn't insert my signature at this late stage? And it's, you know, it's Sunday today. I can't be emailing the college on a Sunday. So I didn't really want to come across as too nitpicky, but I probably have, because I am. So I printed out the pages that required the signatures, physically signed them, scanned them in, and then sent them as well as the digital documents as an image. So hopefully that wasn't overkill. Oh, are you going to be on camera?
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm talking about getting the application in.
Is it done?
Yes, it's done. It's sent off. But I'm scared because I haven't had a red note yet, but it is Sunday, you see. See, normally what happens is you instantly get a reply saying, we've received your email, but due to the high volume of emails, it'll be a while before we get back to you. But we haven't had it today. It just scares me, but it might just be because it's a Sunday and you wouldn't expect to get a reply on a Sunday.
Are you sure that you sent it?
Do you know what I did? Because I was so anxious about them not receiving it. I looked at the attachments. I went to the sent box in the email to check that it had really gone. It had really gone, but the attachments were red. I was like, why is it red? Because there were so many in the end by the time I'd included everything. I thought, what if it's too big? But it's told me it's sent. So I did the exact same thing and sent it to my other email address, and it was fine.
Send it twice. I don't know.
Well, it's definitely gone to me, so...
I'm just so nervous because I spent so long on it.
I know, I was just telling them how long it was. It's longer than an A-level essay.
Yeah.
It's longer than the essay, the big thesis that students on the course Isabel's just applying to go on. It's longer than their end of 2-year essay that they have to submit.
Yeah.
It's because that is 4,000 words. I mean, okay, a lot of this you didn't have to research, you had to get it out of your own mind.
Still a lot of words though.
It's a lot. More than 10 pages. I read it to Grandad on Zoom.
Oh, of course you did.
Another reason I'm late to be picking up the camera is because I hadn't rung my dad this weekend, and I really, really wanted to, but I'd been so busy, and I thought, right, I'm going to ring Dad and then I'm going to speak to the camera. So, yeah, I read the whole thing to him, and he was very impressed. He liked it.
Oh.
He said you were brilliant at art. Isn't that nice?
Are you sure it
Yeah,
said
yeah. Oh, and I found a typo after I sent it.
What?
I think it should have been of and it was on. Something like that. It's gone now. Isabel's been busy today as well. So we nitpicked, she nitpicked. I was telling them that you wanted to do some reworking of the weighty tome this morning. And then, what did you do? You had... Well, you cooked yourself lunch, didn't you? And then, what did you do after that?
After that I had a Zoom class.
For 2 hours. I heard you singing. I was trying to do the email to the college while you were singing. I was like, I can't concentrate.
I'm sorry. It was my solo time.
Yes, I could hear that.
Everyone was listening. It's so much pressure. So
it sounded brilliant anyway from the next room.
Warmed up, so.
Hopefully I didn't type the lyrics of your song into the email for the college
no,
application.
you better not. That's something you would do.
It is. Yeah, I can't multitask.
No, you cannot at all. And then now I need to do some recordings for some videos, but it'll only take me like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I have a chess from 8 until sometime, and then I have chess with another person at 10.
Somebody beat IB at chess. Well, he resigned, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said to me
But
afterwards...
to be fair, I was in a good position. There was no way he could have won.
Well, that's what he said to me. He said, I could have not resigned and just taken another 45 minutes to lose, but she was going to have me eventually. And it was already midnight by this point.
Yeah. And he threw the king very viciously.
Did he?
He went like this.
Did IB get grumpy?
No, he did it in a funny, jokey way, but he did scare me. Because I actually jumped. I was like, oh my god.
Well, I've warned Grandad. I spoke to Grandad on Zoom.
Oh.
Not Zoom, WhatsApp. He'll be quaking now, ready.
Probably not, because he's
Studying
very
his,
good.
Studying his chess books or something. Yeah. Yeah, what else was I saying? Oh yeah, the certificates bit. You see, they want to know if Isabel's able to cope with the demands of the academic work, and they want these 2 school transcripts. Well, the college just couldn't provide us with anything, or they didn't provide us with anything, and now it's the deadline, so I had to come up with something. And
I think I could do it.
well, yeah. I think you probably can.
Very hard working when I need to be.
I didn't have any evidence in the form of school transcript though, so I was cobbling together all the certificates I could, and I wrote a sort of, I mean, for all they know, because she's home educated, for all they know, she might never have put pen to paper in her life.
You know, my essay, not my essay, but my application was very well spoken. So if I'd never put pen to paper, I would not speak that articulately. That's not a word, but you know what I mean.
Really? Well, no, you might be illiterate and be able to speak well, for all they know.
Well, then I wouldn't have been able to type it.
It's true. Unless they thought you dictated it to a scribe.
Mummy, you're getting paranoid now.
Anyway, they needed evidence that she'd be able to cope with academic work. But I did find some tutor feedback from the Catherine Mooney curriculum, which gave a predicted grade and that, and feedback on one particular assignment. So that was good. So I pasted that in. I had a load of certificates, didn't I? She's done some But it was Key Stage 3 level, wasn't it? But you did really well on that, and some, you know, drama things. Oh, and that went on for about 9 pages. By the time there was like 1 certificate per page, and I was thinking, oh no, they're going to think I'm like pushy mum.
You are.
But they needed evidence that she could knuckle down and do academic work and, you know, persevere with things long enough to be able to get a grade in them and stuff. Oh, anyway, I was getting stressed yesterday because I was trying to take a photograph of the certificates and I couldn't get it without a shadow. And you know you're getting stressed when you get stressed because there's a shadow on the certificate. But it was all right because I put it on the bin in the kitchen right up against the door. Put it on a folder so it looked all academic and posh, but really it was on the bin.
Well, you know, but sometimes when like you've been working really hard all day, just one obstacle after another, you're just like, my pillow's wrinkled. We've all been there. I have been there several times. I've just had enough. So then I drop a crisp and I cry.
You're very attached to your crisps, aren't you?
I am. And there's no crisps. We've run out.
Oh, we've run out?
No, I saw a packet that you've been sneaking in your room. It's a packet of crinkle, ready salted. Were you trying to hide them?
Nothing is safe. No food is safe in this house with old plague of locusts Isabel there. Honestly, she's growing. That's the problem. She's genuinely needing to consume a lot of calories, I think.
Yeah, I'm eating a lot. So my crisps are like my livelihood at the moment. And I thought...
Your livelihood?
Yeah.
They're not your livelihood.
Yes,
that's the
they
money.
are.
That's when you earn money to support yourself.
They are my livelihood.
They're not your livelihood.
They are.
You're not earning money with crisps unless you've taken up professional crisp eating and not told me.
Let's think about this logically. Your money that is your livelihood, you spend on crisps for me.
No, there's no logic in that. You're crying with laughter now.
It's because I have leaky tear ducts. I laugh just a tiny bit and I cry.
You've got a big yellow streak in your hair.
Yeah, I know.
Have you been rubbing up against a polleny flower or something?
No, I tried to use some hair thingy IB gave me for Christmas, but I tried to use it for the first time. It looks kind of trash, but you know.
It looks very creative.
Goes with the yellow theme.
So you've got Grandad at 8 and then you've got somebody else. She's got 2 chest dates on Zoom this evening. Have you done your college recording yet? The recording she's got to do is for an assignment she's got to do with the presentation.
It'll take me like 5 minutes
No,
because
it's like that,
the thing is that it isn't very long. It's just 5 videos on individual thingies, and there's only like a few questions for each, so I suspect each video will be less than 30 seconds, but I didn't have a time maximum.
You could do it down here if you want. Look, the lights are set up.
That's okay.
I got my pyjamas back on because I was so late even getting dressed today. 4:30. No, later than 4:30 because I didn't want to spend any time having a bath and getting dressed in case we had a problem sending the emails and needed some hours to sort it out before it went in. So I thought I'll finish it off, send it off, then I'll have a bath and get dressed. That didn't happen till 4:30, so yeah, I can't remember where I was going with that one.
I dropped my ring.
Oh yeah, I remember where I was. I was explaining I've got my pyjama bottom on.
Where's my ring?
You've just thrown it on the floor.
Found it.
Right, I've got a lot of washing up to do and I'm not even going to show you because I am ashamed. So I didn't wash up yesterday at all or today because I was just focused on finishing all that flipping, trying to give evidence that you were capable of doing academic work thing. Anyway, it's gone now. Hopefully they don't think I'm a pushy mum.
You are.
I'm a supportive mum.
It's not the same thing.
I like to think. It is now 8:20 p.m. Believe it or not, I have washed up, but I've managed to generate more already. But anyway, I'm doing a funny dinner tonight. I'm going to microwave these fish because apparently they're done in 3 to 4 minutes. And I tried one recently and I couldn't believe how nice it was just done in the microwave. I normally put them in the oven and it takes ages. So these are the Farm Foods cod portions, which I'm going to try. So I'll just put them both in side by side. I don't know. I suppose they need 8 minutes then, do they? 6 to 8 minutes like that. I'll do that. Anyway, I had a little bit of rice left over in the fridge. Not a huge amount, but we can always have afters, you know. So I've cooked up just about all the fresh veg I had in the house. So I've got a big Asda shop coming tomorrow, so I've cooked those up. I have got cauliflower, mushrooms, celery and aubergine, and that's all that's in there. and some stock like gravy granules actually for a change. I've just done a really simple one. It's literally gravy granules and a bit of soy sauce, and that's it. I'm keeping it simple today. So yeah, it's just going to be that and fish on the side. And then if we're still hungry, we can raid the cupboards. It's 8:30, dinner's nearly ready. Izzy's going to eat and Zoom chess simultaneously, aren't you? How's Grandad? Is he all right? Does he want to be on the vlog?
Do you want to be on the vlog, Grandad?
Well, no, I'm being annihilated.
Being annihilated? Poor Grandad. Please don't annihilate Grandad.
I'll try my best.
Okay. Hello. I don't even know exactly what time it is, but I think it's about 9ish. We've eaten our dinner. Izzy is playing chess with Grandad. He's turned it around. He's no longer being annihilated. He's grinding Isabel into the ground, as she just put it. I'm on my bed here. I'm about to start editing this video. I can't even remember what I said in it because it was just a silly day. Like, I'm still laughing at the fact that it just kept going tweak, 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 and it took all those hours. Oh, I'm sweating. These days, I don't know if the heating's up too high or if I'm having a hot flush. This is the problem. The heating is on, so I can turn it off. I'm going to make myself a drink and get editing now with the rest of my evening. If you've enjoyed this vlog, please give it a like. It was a bit of a funny one, I've got to be honest. Yeah, but anyway, sometimes days are just too manic to pick the camera up, and today was one of those days. So if you have enjoyed it, please give it a like. It doesn't half help the channel to grow. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, then you've stumbled across a bit of an unusual one because I normally film all day. But I didn't today. It was just a very small section of it. But if you are new here and you'd like to follow more of our story, do hit that subscribe button to hear every time we upload. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.